now during the Memorial Day sales event.
Welcome back tonight. Well, when the school year was abruptly canceled a couple months ago, it not only meant the end of in-person classes, but also the end of sports seasons. And that can be tough on students who have spent years on their teams, especially if they plan to continue playing those sports in college. NECN's Malcolm Johnson has reaction from students.
Zoe Sullivan couldn't wait to play her senior season at Natick High.
We were really hoping that we'd have a season.
But like in-person classes, spring sports were canceled.
I was on like a group Zoom with my teammates and we all just started crying, and it was really upsetting.
Her play has landed her a spot on the University of Rochester team next season. But this year, she'd rather have been scoring on the field.
It's just very heartbreaking.
Than in her backyard.
Coming in as a little freshman, it's like, wow, I can't wait to be like one of the seniors and one of the big kids, and to just get that taken away from you, it's definitely hard.
Across town in Milton, I caught up with Milton Academy goalie Matthew Torrey.
After a couple weeks of not being able to see my teammates and play organized lacrosse, kind of hit me and it got pretty boring.
Matthew and Zoe both trained with Malcolm Chase, owner of RPM Athlete Performance in Newton.
Of course, my heart breaks for them, right? I mean, it's a big deal. This was a big spring and summer for them from that recruiting standpoint.
I just know that in the future I'm not going to take another season for granted, and I want to appreciate every time I can be able to play in that kind of team environment.
An environment spring sport athletes will always wish they'd had a shot at.
I think I'm finally like starting to get used to it, but it's definitely hard to just accept that like this happened. But
You want to compete?
yeah, exactly.
The good news is Zoe and Matthew might be able to compete. The silver lining in all of this is that some spring sports will have summer tournaments to play in. It all depends on how the virus plays out. In Newton, I'm Malcolm Johnson, NECN.